Cheap Not Broke on Instagram and TikTok at Cheap Not Broke.
Cheap Not Broke fam. What's going on, everybody? Running behind schedule tonight, but we are here live and well. Thank you all for tuning back into the channel. If you haven't, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers, and each one of you is very much appreciated. So, all the likes and all the comments, and yeah, people have been commenting lately and sharing the videos, so I appreciate it. All the analytics say y'all been watching, so thank y'all for that. But anyway, let's get on into it. Oh man, there's some wild stuff going on out here. Question is though, what happened to the middle class? What happened to the middle class? Is there still middle class? Do you call yourself middle class? Because nobody wants to call themselves poor, but a lot of people, everybody want to call themselves rich. Where do you fit in on this spectrum? That is the question. What happened to middle class? I'll listen to the news, and they said the average person, well, like a millennial or Gen Z, you need to be making like $120,000 a year to buy a house. And like, dang. And that's still not even considered, like, you're not even really on, you may or may not be in middle class depending on where you live. I said, wow, that's a lot of money. Which bit and the gentleman started talking about, well, what is middle class, what is not middle class. And then, I'm like, well, damn, middle class, what am I getting? Middle class, what is middle class? Middle class, what happened to middle class? Is it still middle class? Because everything's going up now. But everybody wants to call it middle class, because if you're not middle class, what you want to be, low class or poor, you don't want to be called that. So you got to find, everybody want to call themselves middle class, or you call yourself rich, something. But the thing about it is this: does it still exist? And what are the numbers? You really don't hear the numbers. Like, okay, what is it? What does middle class start off at? Because it's got to be at some point. You got a dollar. You're on the low income side. Then the next dollar, you're on the middle class side. Where does that end? And do you go back and forth? Now, do I consider myself middle class? I'm working class because I gotta go to work. So if I don't go to work, I am not in the middle. So my ass is in the working class because I gotta work. I don't play about that, because if you don't work, you're gonna fall your ass at the bottom. So I gotta work, stay in the middle, trying to get to the top. That's what I call myself. So I don't really do that whole middle class thing. Like, I gotta go to work. But what do you consider yourself? Are you middle class? Are you high class? No class? What are you? What are you? But the statistics say that the middle class is drying up. It is drying up. There ain't gonna be a lot of middle class left. There's not gonna be a lot of middle class left. So I said, well, dang, how much does a person need to make to be middle class? So I found this nice little chart here and said, let's look at it. Let's see how much you got to make to be middle class. What do you need to make to be middle class? I don't know, but we about to look right now. All right. I got I think all 50 states here. A few, and we're just gonna go through a few. If your state's on here, drop it in the comments and we're gonna look at it. Alabama, that's one of the low ones. One person. Let's see. Let's read the chart first. The following table provides medium income data produced in a format designed for ease in competing bankruptcy forms. Blah blah blah. So this is basically, I tried to find this Census Bureau for median class income. This is what we got by family size. Family size. Okay. So one person in Alabama, median income 52,000. Two people 63. Three people 70. Four people 85. That's not on the high side. California. California 65. This should be way higher than Alabama. 65 for one person, 87, 97, and 111. What number? What, these are for 2022? Yeah, these numbers have changed. It's got to be about 85, 90 in California. That can't be it. What else is a high one? Ooh, higher than California. DC. DC seems to be expensive. 74,266 for one person, 138,000 for two people, 138,000. Oh man, so two or three people, you get the same amount of money. That ain't right, because that third person requires some money. And then you go up to 182. Wow, that's a big 80 jump from 138 to 182. So you gotta have $182,000 for people in the home to be considered medium income in Alabama. That is that is that ain't good. That ain't good, because Alabama. I thought Alabama was. Excuse me. That ain't, DC. DC is expensive. I thought California cost more than DC, but whatever. Florida. Florida. Hometown, home state. 55,000, 69, 75, and 89 for four people, but one person 55,000. Hawaii. Hawaii is very expensive. Hawaii is very 75,000. That sounds about right. 88,000 for two people. Um, bring the mic down. 88,000 for two people, 100,000 for three, and 125. So they hit you about. Let's see, for two people, it's not that much. It's about 12. Then you jump up to another 20. Then you jump up 25 for Hawaii. What about the other states? New York. New York. Where New York at? How much do you need to make in New York to be medium income? 63,000. Oh, that's a damn lot. No, sir. You need about 85, 90 because you got to make shoot, but 6, 7 times the rent in New York. 6, 7 times the rent. You gotta make a lot of times the rent in New York. You gotta make a lot of times the rent in New York to be there. So $63,000, $80,000, 96 and 117. I don't think that's gonna cut it in New York City. I've been to New York City many times, and that is a lot. That's a lot. So y'all can't even see these numbers. I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm just gonna go to the site. What else? Nevada, Las Vegas. You might gamble all your money away because if you're in Nevada, you probably in Reno and Las Vegas. There's not that many places you can stay. 53,000, 75, 91, and 102. What is the most expensive state out here, though? Wyoming, Wisconsin. Nobody cares about those states. Tennessee, Rhode Island, North Carolina. But you get the gist. So I would say medium income is between 50 and 75 in America. That's what it looks like. You got to make between 50 and $75,000 to be median income in America. Here's my thing. Everybody say middle class is going drawn up. Not true. Not true. You been to the theme park lately? Full. You've been on, I went on a cruise. You saw it. I went on a cruise. Full. Man, listen, people got money. They're talking about people, middle class drying up. No, it's not. No, it's not. People got money. People spend money on what they want to spend money on. Don't be fooled. You go to the basketball game playoffs, it's packed. It's packed. Game 7 will be packed. Super Bowl. I was out in Las Vegas for the Super Bowl. Check out my video if you haven't seen it. I was out in Vegas for the Super Bowl. Packed. People spending money, enjoying themselves. People spend money what they want to spend money on. People spend money on a good time. That's what's always advertised to you. So they say is middle class going anywhere? Hell no, it ain't going nowhere. When the iPhone come out, lines around the block to get it. People have money. People just spend money on what they want to spend money on. But here's the thing: if you don't spend money on what you need to spend money on, let's say you lose your job, what you gonna do then? Now, I would say in order to be rich, to be outside of middle class, don't work for a year and keep living how you live it. You can pay your bills, still go on vacation, have fun, go out to dinner, and do everything you want to do, and not work for a whole year. That's living. That's when you got some money. A lot of people, shoot, you saw during the pandemic, people run out of money in 2 weeks. Like, shit, I lost my job, man. I'm out of money in 2 weeks, about to be on the street. Man, hey, people living check to check. A lot of people live check to check. Now, everybody can't make same amount of money as everybody else. Understood. But you can all take care of what you got. And that will eventually lead you to the middle class. Now, the middle class, here's the thing. What I'm trying to figure out where the hell it came from. Where is the definition of middle class? Because I was looking it up. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. What is middle class? Here we go. Bam. Here we go. Let's take a look at it. What is middle class? Middle class is the description of given individuals and households who typically fall between working and upper class. I can say I'm working class. I gotta go to work. The word middle may be misleading. It suggests that those in the middle class have earnings with medium income population income distribution. Look, it's a joke. I don't believe the middle class because look, if you lose your job, you're back on you're on the streets. If you people can get in medical debt, people can get sued, all kind of stuff will take you out the middle class. Middle class is like either you got to go to work or you don't, or you got the money just messing around, or you're upper class. Upper class or working class. That's basically what it is. No middle class. Middle class make you feel good, but you know where you at because some people lose their job, they stop working for a little bit, they up shit's creek. Now I learned my lesson. I've lost my job a couple times, and I said, you know what? This is not gonna happen again. Let me make sure I save some money. I'm not gonna let y'all put me on the streets playing with these people. And then who's always getting laid off? Middle class people. It ain't rich folks. It's middle class people. Who just had layoffs today? Who just had layoffs today? Was it Tesla? I think Tesla. Tesla just had some layoffs. Tesla just laid off some people, and somebody else. Somebody else just had some layoffs. But layoffs, I mean, that's a regular thing. Layoffs happen all the time, and you know what the government doing about that? They had this foreign aid package. All this foreign aid. What about domestic aid? Can we get some domestic aid? Please, can we get a Band-Aid or something? We're not getting nothing. Y'all giving all this money to everybody else, but we ain't getting nothing. Listen, this is what I think about foreign aid. Y'all give all this money to all these other countries. Listen, I should be entitled to 2, 3 nights in a hotel in the countries because those are my tax dollars that's paying for this foreign aid. Your tax dollars too. We all should get at least a 2, 3 night stay in some of these countries where we giving all this foreign aid. I gotta still pay to go over there? No. And I can't even get no domestic aid. Get out of my face. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Foreign aid. But anyway, middle class, where you at? Where you gonna now? Middle class now you got the upper middle class. Now there's middle class and you got the upper middle class, but those like borderline rich people. Now I think people like make who like let's say you don't make a million, you're not a millionaire, but you're making $600,000-700,000 a year. That's a lot of money. What can't you do? You can own a home, you can have a car, you can travel, do it. You making $600,000 a year. What are those kind of people? So we only talk about people making like 60,000, 100,000, that range. Then you got the people who make billions. Okay, we know about them. We got people who make millions. But what about people who make hundreds of thousands of dollars, $200,000-300,000? What about them? What are they considered? Because that's a lot of money. You bringing in probably $12,000 a month, something like that. That's a whole lot of money, especially just to have a regular job. You can do whatever you want to do with that kind of money. Man, I wish I was making $10,000-15,000 a year. Would I still be on YouTube? Yes, but I wouldn't have a day job. I wouldn't have a day job. I'll be doing my own thing. So drop a comment in there. Where y'all at? Y'all, are you middle class? Do you consider yourself middle class? Do you think the middle class is going away? What do you think? And do you think the middle class will be here in 20 years? Because inflation is going up, 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 up. It's always going up. So is the middle class, is it going to be around? I don't know. But we're going to figure that out in a minute. All right, let's go to a quick break. And then you already know what time it is. It's going to be time for the interesting news. Cheap Not Broke fam, it's summertime. Do you have your tank top, your Cheap Not Broke tank top? I got 15% off. Why? Because I had this tank top on and I look good at the beach. You should get yours too. Head over to www.cheapnotbroke.com and grab your tank top in. Play in the water. Come with black people, I'm having a conversation with y'all. Are we still running? If one of us run, are we all still running? That's still the rule? Yeah. We take off. Don't ask no questions. Brother, that shit almost got me put in jail. Shit almost got put in jail. You know, we just doing all this running. You don't ask who you running with. And I know if we got some dogs, we're going to run from the dogs. I'm in Macy's. We all just take off running. I'm like, why? I didn't know shit about this flash mob robbery. 30 people come in and run out the fucking store. I didn't know that shit. Right, interesting news. So this first story, it had me hot. I was it really I was pretty upset about this first story. So this is specifically to California. California bill to restrict clear at airport passes because to make things equal. Basically, this title sucks. They're trying to ban clear because they're saying rich people get to skip everybody else in line. First off, whoa. There ain't nobody rich. Clear's $189. If you clearly got getting on the flight, you got a little bit of money. Because everybody know it. Flying ain't cheap. Flying is not cheap. So don't be talking about rich people getting on, skipping the line and trying to ban clear. That's bullshit. Yeah, I said it. It's bullshit. Look, American Express pays for my clear. I don't pay clear. Okay, I get a credit for that. And two, if you don't have clear, if you don't know what clear is it's a little service at the airport. They you can either scan your fingers or your eyes or whatever the case, whatever you want to do, but they walk you to the beginning of the line. So when I go with clear, I got pre-check. I skip everybody. I don't wait in line for nobody. When I go clear, oh, do you have clear? Yes, I do. They take me, they scan my stuff up, and I walk right to the front of the line. It's great. I don't have to wait for nothing. I walk to the front of pre-check. I walk in front of regular check. I don't give a damn. I walk in front of employees. Get out of the way. And they escort you up there, too. I feel famous. How y'all doing? Yeah, I got clear. Yes, I do. You should get clear, too. You should get clear. Because you get clear all this shit out the way so you can get on the damn plane. I love clear. Clear is nice. But they trying to take it from us, talking about it's a privilege. What you think TSA pre-check is? You got to pay for that? You pay to skip everybody in the line? Come on now, don't play this game with me. What happens when you go to the theme park and you skip everybody in line there? You pay for that. You pay for privilege all over the place. This is America. Privilege costs money. And it ain't even privilege. It's just I don't want to wait in line. I want to do something else with my time. Just like, okay, so look here. So you're telling me you're gonna stop people from getting on the plane early with Clear. So what happens when, because I know I pay for the early boarding, $10, $12, $25 sometimes. I'll pay it. I pay for that to get on the plane because I want the overhead space and I want to sit down. I don't want to be standing up all day. What about that? Y'all gonna ban that? Are you gonna ban first class people? Because you got all these poor people in the back in the economy. So we shouldn't have that. We should make it equal. Make it make sense to me. How you gonna stop people paying money to get ahead? That's what you do. You gonna stop people from going to college to get ahead? Because that's what that is. Go to college, you learn a little more, you make a little more. So this is a joke. This is the stupidest thing I've heard in a long time. Man, I don't know what the hell, but I don't know what they're doing out here in California. They always got some goofy stuff going on. California bill to restrict clear at airports passes first legislative hurdle. A California bill that would target airport security passed its first legislative hurdle on Tuesday, though it was watered down and made a step industry position effectively. So it's not gonna pass. It ain't gonna pass. Still, the ban still has clear full Senate assembly before heading to Governor Newsom's desk. The bill author, no, it ain't about that. You got a lot of rich people in California that ain't gonna be for it. So I don't think it's a joke. It's a joke. I don't see it happening. I'm not really worried about it happening. But it did make me upset because this is the same. It's when Trump got elected. I'm like, man, he ain't gonna get elected. Went to sleep, woke up, and he won. He won. Come on now, y'all know you know you didn't think he was gonna win. Won. So that was wild. I didn't think he was gonna win, but he did. He damn sure did. So what we doing in America, huh? Where are we coming up? Every time you come up, you turn around and some new law and some new bill, and it's not benefiting you. When you gonna get a bill or a law to put some money in your pocket to help you get ahead? Everything's always holding you back, preventing you from doing some stuff. I get sick of it. Now, California is kind of it's a decently progressive state, but not with this garbage. Some stuff they just really they don't make any sense on. In California, you go out of town for the weekend, you got a house, somebody can move in your place, and you got to go take them to court to get them out. You go change the lock. You saw what happened in New York. I did show, we did a show on the squad a couple weeks ago. People can move in your house, and you got to go to court to get them out. What kind of garbage is that? California. If you're a landlord, it takes like 90 days, 4 months to get a tenant out. It takes a long, long time. So California, they got some laws for you. They got some laws don't. What about y'all? What state you in? Let me know what state you in. You got any funny laws, any goofy stuff in y'all state that's trying to put you back, set you back? Like, I don't like it. What's another state that got some crazy? I know Georgia. Georgia has some laws. I know Georgia. You better not go speeding in Georgia. You speed in Georgia, you going to jail. They don't play about that in Georgia. Oh, another one. Average rent. Here's another one. Our average rent. I was looking at the home price. I said, how much is average rent in America? We didn't get in. We got into salaries a minute ago. If you didn't tune it in, but now we're gonna get into rent. Average rent in Alabama, $1,265. I refuse to believe that. I refuse. $1,200. This where is this? What? Rent Cafe. Okay, this we're not gonna. We're gonna look at it, but we're not gonna believe this. Rent ain't $1,200 in Alabama. Where? Nah, I doubt it. Rent in Alabama. So yeah, okay. California, that's 2,500. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Delaware, I don't know. DC, yes, we just saw DC was high with the income. Well, the median income was a little high. You need a little bit of money to stay there. So yeah, that makes sense. Rent in Florida, $1,900 in rent. Basically, you got to be making about $75,000 in America to make it nowadays. If you're not making that kind of money, I mean, you can still make it, but I guess you want a decent place and where you want to live, you can still make it. And I ain't gonna say that. I wouldn't dare say that. You can still make it if you're not making that kind of money. But what kind of jobs though? You always hear about presidential election. They're talking about, well, we got the job. Where are these jobs at? That's what I want to know. Whenever the presidential election comes, well, we've added 30,000 jobs, 40,000 jobs. Where? With the city, with the state, private, public? Who? What kind of job? dog walker, dog catcher. Let me know. Disney World, where these jobs at? They always talking about jobs. They don't have it. I'm in New York and rent is higher. Oh man. Rent is higher than people on 420. Brother, I know. I already know. Shout out to YouTube user. What's going on, mate? Um, yeah, rent is really high. Rent is really, and it keeps going up and up and up. So it's like, all right, some places aren't rent controlled, so they can jump up on the rent $200-$300. I've heard stories how they jump up on the rent $200-$300 here, $200. What you do? You don't. It's not like they give you a whole year to move. You probably only get a couple months to figure it out. Then you got to go somewhere else, and rent's high everywhere. So you got to kind of stay put. It's not like they're building affordable housing, because you remember in the '60s they used to build like affordable housing, like they built quote unquote the for black people. They built the projects. They built projects. They put black people in there, and they let them stay there for low rent, and they'll get them out their hair. But now the developers, they're not letting them do that no more. These people want money to build things, so they're not like in the '60s. They would just build apartments for people to live in, subsidized by the government. Government not doing that. They're not building apartments for nobody. They'll build a new building and subsidize some units, but they are not building a new unit, a whole apartment building for nobody. You can forget that. Those days are done. Those days are long gone. Whenever you see these new buildings, what is it? Luxury. Everything is luxury. This that won't be no luxury. Luxury what? You got rust on it. Like, look, it's only luxury when it's new. After that, it don't be all that luxury. They got a couple places out here in LA. It say luxury. It should say lust. I need to take that luxury off and say lust. It look like people be smacking cheeks on the outside at nighttime. No, they need to take that off. So I don't. I picked up on the scam because I gotta move too. I gotta get a new spot at some point. But I just been looking around and everything says luxury. And a lot of times these new units, these new places don't be built that great. You move in and look all nice, stuff be leaking. It's problems. They have problems because as soon as it's open, as soon as they fix that place up, boom, they move people in there like 2-3 days later. And then you get in there, you sign the lease. Now you got to fight with management to get this stuff fixed. I ain't with all that. I ain't with all that. So, rent is a thing. Nah, I don't know. I don't know. But when I look around, people say it's no middle class. But when I'm out, when I go to football games, basketball games, I'm out. I go shopping. People are spending money, so it's very confusing. It's very confusing. They say people not making money, but everywhere I turn, people spending money, having a good time. The cruises go out every week, and they are full. They are full. They just built a new boat, Icon on the Seas. Very nice boat. I know it. Very nice boat. I'm not no cruiser, but I just did my first one. It was fun. But anyway, them things go out 7 days a week, and you spend a lot of money on those. So don't tell me ain't no middle class. But you know what? Cheap not broke. We trying to get to the upper class. That's what we trying to do. We trying to move up to the upper class. And I think the best way to do that is the internet. You got to leverage the internet, baby. If you're not making money on the internet, you got to figure it out. You can make money sitting at your house. You can make money in your sleep. You can sell t-shirts. You can sell all kind of products, peanuts, coffee, whatever the hell. And you don't even have to touch the product. You can do drop shipping, all kind of stuff. So you want to move to the next class, sell some online, start a YouTube channel. Now, no, I appreciate all 6 of y'all watching, but one day we're gonna have a whole 100,000 people watching, and then that's where the real money coming in. I don't know. There's a lot of things you can do to make money, but the internet is the game changer. I think years from now we'll look back and be like, damn, the internet really changed. I mean, you can look back now and just see how everything has gone on the internet. You can make so much money on the internet. So don't miss the internet boat. I know a lot of people don't want to get on the internet. You don't have to start a YouTube page. You don't have to show your face, but do something. Start a website, sell something. Hire the people to do the work for you. Go to Upwork.com. Go to Fiverr.com. You can get everybody to do all the work for you, but leverage the internet so you don't have to stay in the middle class or be in the poor class, or even in the working class. Because I know me, I'm trying to retire. I'm trying to figure it out. Hope my YouTube channel will take off. Stand-up comedy. Give me a couple movies. Shoot, I'm out of here. But not now. I gotta go to work tomorrow. But until then, I'm gonna keep on making it happen. We're gonna still keep dropping this knowledge, getting on here. And we're gonna be cheap, not broke until we get in the upper class, because the goal is to be in the upper class. Sometimes I think they condition us just to be in the middle class, always working, spending your money, getting in debt. You never get ahead. But I listened to this guy. He said, if you want to get rich, you got to make big money fast. A lot of people don't make don't get rich because they don't make the money fast enough. You're making money, don't get me wrong, but you got to make large lump sums money quick. And shit, that's hard. That's why people try to play the lotto. That's what the lotto is, right? You scratch it off, bam, I hit that $1,000,000, I'm out of here. But it don't work like that. But that's what the internet is for. There is a way to make some money on the internet. Trust and believe. Get on there, research it. Because look, I didn't know nothing about YouTube. I didn't know anything about this. The shirts in the back, these shirts, all this stuff. The camera, I didn't know anything. The internet, YouTube, internet, reading a lot of things, talking to some people, and it helped. But I was able to figure it out. And I still got a long way to go. Still got a long way to go. Long ass way to go. But you know what? I'm appreciative of everybody being on here. Appreciate you all tuning into the live, coming out to the comedy shows, and all those good things. So we're gonna keep moving on and moving up and moving forward, because that's what we all about here at cheapnotbroke.com. Please head to the website if you haven't. Go to the website, check it out. I got my podcast up there too. About to go back into season 5 with the Cheap Champ podcast. I got my list together. I got all my guests. So we're getting ready to go do that. I still got my cruise video, man. Still ain't got it done. My editor's trying to put together some magic for me. So once that's done, the cruise video is going to be out. If you haven't, go check out my video from Bangkok. I was at the temples, showing you around the temples. Good time. So if you haven't, go check those videos out. Good evening, Devin. Hey, good evening. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, we're talking about Cheap Not Broke, but tonight's topic was, are you middle class? You don't have to stay, like I said, you don't have to stay middle class. The internet is the great equalizer. We can all of us watching, we can all get up out of the middle class, change our lives, and make money for the people behind you that hadn't even got here. You can do all that with the internet. And it's not easy. Heck no, it's not easy, but it's worth it. And think about it. All the things that in life that were easy, now were they always worth it? Not really. But you know, some of the best things in life are free. I don't believe that. That's bullshit. Hell no. Some of the best things in life cost money. Some of the best things in life are free, but most of them cost money. Fair is fair. So I do believe there are a lot of great things in life are free, but some of the very best cost a little money. And that's all right. You got to hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Y'all been hitting the like button, man. That's been appreciative. And you can also hit super chat. Super chat, that helps, because I'm trying to get some new equipment. Trying to get me a new camera lens. I want some of that crispy, so you can see, look into my eyes to see not my soul. I don't want my with all that. But you get what I'm saying. But yeah, hit the like button, hit subscribe button, tune in to Cheap Not Broke, and go watch some of the other travel videos, because it's travel time. And if you want to go anywhere, I got videos from Panama, I got videos from Colombia, I got videos from Thailand, I got videos from all over the place. So if you're looking to travel somewhere, you just want to get a feel what it's like there, how much some things cost, go check out my travel videos on my travel playlist. I got all that for you. Got some stand-up up there for you. Oh, if you haven't, please go watch my special, cheapnotbroke.com. Who is Malcolm? We're re-editing it. I'm doing a re-edit of that. I'm going to drop it on again. So the promo at the beginning wasn't the greatest. It was a whole lot to promote that thing, but I got it under control now. So if you haven't, please go to cheapnotbroke.com. Watch Who is Malcolm. That'd be very much appreciated. And everybody, I appreciate y'all tuning in, watching the show. And we'll be back on Monday for another Cheap Not Broke live. And until then, make sure you're saving your money, getting those coupons, getting those promo codes. Hey, do what you got to do. Get those credit card points. Make sure you pay it off, though. We're not going to get in debt. And it's summertime. If you haven't, plan your nice little vacation. You ain't got to spend a lot of money. You can get on Groupon. Make sure you get on skiplag.com so you can track that flight and go somewhere nice. Enjoy yourself, okay? Enjoy yourself. And you don't have to spend a lot of money doing it, all right? You go to a lot of cheap country. Mexico's inexpensive. It used to be. Mexico ain't as inexpensive as it was no more. Colombia. If you're looking to go international, Colombia's a good time. You really trying to cross the pond? Ain't nothing better than Bangkok. Bangkok's a good time, baby. Trying to tell you. But until next time, we will see y'all. Thank y'all, and good night.
Cheap Not Broke.
Cheap Not Broke.
Cheap Not Broke.
Cheapnotbroke.com.